Welcome back to Reborn Natural Foods with me, Jane. Today I'm going to be making some garlic and lemon chicken that you are going to absolutely love. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, this is a really quick and easy recipe, one you can just chuck in the oven if you've come home from work. So get your chicken legs. I'm using chicken legs. As you should know by now, we're a family of 6, so we need loads. So I've got your chicken legs, and the first thing we're going to do is season them with some salt and some pepper. So we'll just chuck that over there, some salt over there, and we'll get some pepper on there. Okay, so once you've got all your salt and pepper on, I'm going to use some powdered garlic as well, and I'm just going to season with some powdered garlic, and then simply just some peeled garlic cloves, and we're just going to stick those in. And I've squeezed 2 lemons, so I'm just going to tip the lemon juice over the top like that. Stick all that in there, and then all I've done then is I've got some lemongrass. I'm going to stick that on the top, and the lemons that I took the juice from, I've cut them into quarters, and we're going to stick those in as well. And then all we're simply going to do is cover that dish over with tin foil. Then we're going to stick that into the oven for around about 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on how many chickens you've got and if they're cooked. So whilst your chicken is in your oven cooking, I've just diced up some potatoes, and I'm going to part boil these, so they want to be soft to fork, but you don't want to overcook them because we're going to stick them into the oven. Once your potatoes are in your pan, just simply add in some salt, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, and we're just going to let those boil now till they're half cooked. So once your potatoes are part boiled, I've just drained them and got a oven dish. I always find with potatoes, to stop them sticking into the bottom of the pan, just stick in some olive oil into the bottom and just give that a quick brush into the bottom of your tin, and I find that just stops your potatoes sticking. Then all you're going to do is transfer your potatoes into the dish, and we're going to drizzle those with olive oil. Give them a good coating in olive oil. Once they've had a good coat in olive oil, just take your salt and give them a good season with salt and pepper and some cracked black pepper. So once you've seasoned with your salt and pepper, I'm using dry rosemary, but you can use fresh rosemary if you could get it. I couldn't get any. And then we're going to cover all those potatoes in a good cover of rosemary. And then we're going to stick these into the oven whilst the chicken finishes cooking. And I'm going to show you what the chicken should look like now halfway through. Okay, so once we've popped those in the oven, I'm going to give you a quick look at what your chicken is going to look like halfway through, because we are now going to take the tin foil off to let it finish cooking. Okay, so when your chicken is halfway through cooking, that's hot. It should look a little something like that. Okay, so all we're going to do with the chicken is take some of that juice and we'll give them a quick baste. And guys, we're going to use this juice of this chicken to make a delicious sauce to go with these. So we'll just give those a quick baste. And as you can see, like, those are half cooked now. So now we're going to leave the tin foil off, and we're going to place them back in the oven just to finish cooking for about another 30 to 45 minutes. While that's doing, your potatoes will also be cooking at the same time. Okay, so once your chicken is golden brown, we're going to lift it out the oven and just remove all that lemongrass from the top and those lemon pieces. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the juices from the chicken, put it into a jug, because I'm going to show you how to make a delicious garlic lemon cream sauce to go with your dinner. Okay, so once your chicken is finished cooking in the oven and you've removed all the lemons and the lemongrass, all I'm going to do is simply tip out all of that juice, all that chicken stock and all them flavors, and we're going to make a sauce with these that's going to go to with the chicken. Okay, so once you've removed all your juices from your chicken, I'm going to show you how to make a real quick mustard and white wine sauce with all your juices. So I've removed the garlic cloves from out of there, and I'm just got some whole grain mustard, and I'm just going to take a quick spoon of that, and then we're just going to cook that out in the bottom of the pan just for a couple of seconds. And then the next thing we're going to do then is add in about a glass of wine. So we'll add that in there. While that's coming up to the boil, you want to reduce this down by half. You want to completely cook the alcohol out of that and reduce completely by half. Okay, so once your white wine and mustard have reduced by half, I'm just going to put on a medium heat, and then about 2 tablespoons of flour. And we're going to mix that in because this is going to give you a nice thick creamy sauce. So you want to cook this flour completely out. So we're going to cook that for a minute or two. We'll just cook that completely out so as you haven't got no floury taste. And then what we're going to do then is all of our juices, we're going to slowly start to bring this together, and this is going to create a delicious. Now you need to do this slowly, bringing it together, otherwise you will end up with a lumpy sauce, which is what you don't want. So we'll slowly bring all those flavors together and bring that back up to the heat. Okay, so once that's come back up to the boil, all we're going to do is add in some cooking cream. We'll add that into our sauce. Going to add in, I've chopped up some lemongrass, so I'm going to add that in, but we are going to take this out at the end. That's just going to give it that nice, fresh lemon garlic flavors. All them flavors are going to start coming through. So once you've added your cream, all you're going to do then is simply reduce your heat down to a slow simmer, and we're going to simmer this until it reduces again by half, and it becomes a really nice thick creamy sauce. So once you've left your sauce simmering for around about 10 to 15 minutes, you should have like a nice thick creamy sauce that's going to go absolutely beautiful with your dinner. So we're just going to take that off, and all that's left to do now, guys, is plate up with us. Okay, so we've got your chicken, and then all I've done is the rosemary potatoes. We've done some carrots. We're just going to add a bit of that sauce. And there we've got it, guys. Delicious, healthy dinner made with all natural ingredients. Thank you all for watching. It's been a real pleasure to show you all how to cook using all natural ingredients. Guys, if you like what you see, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share, and we'll see you at the next one.